Greetings and salutations, friends, and welcome back to another video with me, Alexander James. Welcome to the hotel life once again here in Poland. Hope all is well. Today's video is about stop wasting time. Who, what, where, why, when are you wasting time, right? With who, with what, or on what, where, and why, and when are you wasting time? Identify this quickly, right? When you do that, your whole life is going to change. You're going to start weeding out people that, are there, they're no good for you. If that's relationships, whether they're toxic, whether if that's people, whatever that is, rid yourself of it. It's going to be very painful probably for you because you're probably addicted to these people. Most likely you're either dependent upon them if you want to go into codependency and stuff like that, or you're dependent upon their, opinions or their thoughts or their feelings about what you should or shouldn't be doing. And these are just limited perceptions of other people's, limited perceptions of what you can or can't or should not be doing. And so if you rid yourself of these people, these toxic people, you flush them out like that, flush them out, then they're gone out of your life and you have a fantastic time. Who decides what you do or what you don't do, right? I was just outside here walking a while ago. And I was like, do I want to stay doing the hotel life? And I was like, yep, for sure. And I said, but you can't do that. So the imposter syndrome pops in and it says, you can't do that because why? Because you can't do that. No. I decide what I want to do, when I want to do, where I want to do it, how I want to do it, and with who I want to do it with, right? And you can do that too. But you have to put plans and systems and structures in place to be able to do that specific thing or those specific things. So number one, what are you wasting time on? Why are you wasting time on it? Who are you wasting the time on it with? And basically that's it, right? So stop wasting your time. Your time is very valuable. You're never going to get it back, right? Look 5 years out into the future or 10 years out into the future and think about, who am I spending the most time with right now? Is it on your own? Is it yourself? Okay, if you are you nurturing yourself? Are you pouring into yourself? Are you learning? Are you building businesses? Are you doing stuff that's going to help you have a better future? Or are you just pissing your life away, right? You're just down the pub every night, drinking and pissing your life away. That's up to you. You can do that. I did that for years and it didn't get me anywhere. It actually hindered me and kept me so far back that I then had to work, around the clock. When I actually did get into business, I had to work around the clock, 18, 20 hours a day to play catch up and get ahead, right? Which I did. And would I suggest that? I mean, I don't know. It's up to you. I did. Was it hard? Did I sacrifice a lot? Yes. Did I mess up relationships and all of that stuff? Yes. Is it worth it in the end? Yeah. It was. For me, is it going to be worth it for you to do that? I don't know. Only you can answer that question, right? So it's all about being held accountable, right? So if you can't hold yourself accountable, get somebody that can hold you accountable and tell them, hey, today I did this, and this, and I wasted time on this, and this. If the time that you waste you enjoy doing, then it's not wasted time, right? That's all I will say about that. I was listening to a song one time and it said, you're my favorite waste of time, right? So if you have a pastime that you feel is a waste of time, but you enjoy it immensely, then it's not a waste of time, right? You just have to identify this. Time blocks during the day, basically putting up time blocks of, hey, I'm getting up at this time, and this might not suit you, but I'm getting up at this time, I'm doing this. And you have sets of time where you are happy with doing that, and then, you move on to the next thing, etc., etc. That is a really good way of structuring your day. If you don't like doing that, and you're like me, I have a general scheme of a structure of a day, which I, get up, I do X, Y, and Z, do the things I need to do, and then I kind of let it roll, right? So I'm not like laser precision focused on I have to do this or this or this. There are some things I do. There are some things that, that just unfold day by day. The biggest problem is wasting time. Like, time yourself is another one. Actually timing yourself and thinking about how long does it take me to do X, Y, and Z. And I was thinking about this in relation to hotel life. Again, when I was walking outside today, I was thinking about, okay, am I wasting time on okay, so basically my time is best spent doing what I do best, right? So that's networking, connecting, growing, scaling, enjoying my time out running, going to the gym, swimming, saunas, all of this stuff that I like doing, right? And that's not wasted time. And then I look at, okay, if I was in a 9-to-5 job or whatever, or if I was somewhere with a whole bunch of people and I was distracted and my time was being pulled from everywhere to do laundry, to do cleaning, to do this, to do that. That's a lot of stuff that I would have to do and dedicate my time towards, which is not beneficial for me. It makes no sense, right, for me to do those things. And you might say, oh yeah, you're lazy. No, I'm not lazy. I'm just calculated in my risks and decisions and that which I want to have happen. And I see, okay, if I spend my time here, for instance, going doing laundry for 2 hours or whatever, I'm not saying you shouldn't do this. I'm just saying, in my personal opinion, this is what I do. I calculate those things. Okay, if I got to do it myself, how much is it going to cost me? How much time is it going to take away from me putting my time and pouring my time into other things that are going to yield me major results, right? And a lot of profit. So you outsource the things that you need to outsource as quickly and as fastly as possible in business, but also in life, and also in relation to your chores or the things that you have to do, or you feel that you need to do, or you actually literally have to do to stay alive, right? So to stay alive, what was that? Basically things that you have to do, right? So the things that you have to do that are really, really important and necessary for you to do, most of the things that you do yourself, that's fine, but the things that you feel that you want to outsource as quickly and as fastly as possible. Same in business, right? You learn how to do the thing, you understand how to do the thing, you implement the thing, you know everything about it, you have specified knowledge and you're awesome, then you outsource. And then you see, are the people doing it correctly, so that first, you can check them, then they do what you want them to do, then you put a manager in place who's trained, and then they do it, right? So again, you don't always have to be the smartest person in the room, but you do have to outsource to the other people so that they do the work for you, and so you rapidly grow and scale, right? Yeah, so what are you wasting your time on? And stop wasting time. Stop wasting time. So precious, so valuable. I always pick up this pencil. So precious, so valuable, so important that you stop wasting time. Stop wasting time. Stop wasting your time. Stop wasting other people's time, right? If you say you're going to be on time, be on fucking time. Be on time. Why? Because punctuality is key. You need to be on time, right? Why? Because if you're not on time, do you feel good about yourself? Let me ask you that question. Do you feel good about yourself if you're not on time? You probably know, right? You say, oh, I'm rushing, I'm late. No, you're not rushing. No, you're not late. You just have piss poor performance in relation to management and time skills, right? Of course, everybody can be late at some point in time, and there are situations and circumstances which unfold that can stop you arriving at a meeting on time. For example, right? These things can happen. However, if you are doing X, Y, and Z and you're fucking around and wasting your time, and then you're like, oh, I was late for the meeting, and then you don't feel good, and the people are like, we're waiting for you, and you're not trustworthy, number one, right? If it happens once, it can happen once. I have a rule. If it happens once, it's fine. If it happens twice, that's it. They're gone. So if I'm waiting on a Zoom call and someone's supposed to come on that Zoom call and they're late once, that's fine. If they're late the second time, they're gone. I don't do business with them ever again, right? You might say that's a bit harsh. Wow, that's a bit harsh. Well, unless they have a seriously good reason and they contact me via email and they say, yeah, this and this and this, okay, fine. But in general, right, I'm saying this in relation to ourselves. We can all be late at certain times, but manage your fucking time. Like, get with it, time management is key. So stop wasting your time, stop wasting other people's time. And if you don't want to do something, don't do it, but don't complain afterwards about like, oh, no, that didn't happen. The end of the day, it's really, really simple. If you want to have something happen, right, that you've never had happen before, you're going to have to do something that you've never had to do before, right? Let me say that again. If you want something to happen that, you really want that to happen, and it's never happened for you before, and you're like, I know I need that to happen, I want it to happen, I have this desire, this immense desire, great. Then you're probably, most likely, going to have to do something that you have never done before. And if you do that something that you've never done before, you're going to get that thing you've never had before, and you're going to get that feeling that you've never had before. You're going to get addicted to that feeling. You're going to be in that, and you're going to follow it. And then what happens from there is you're going to be very successful if you do it over and over and over and over again. Repetition is key, right? Repetition is key. If you consistently do something over and over again and you outwork every other motherfucker on the planet, you are going to win. You might not win today. You might not win tomorrow. You might not win in, 2 weeks, 4 weeks, 8 weeks, 10 weeks. But you will compound the amount of time that you put into something. You compound it over and over and over and over again. Guess what? You fucking win every single time, right? Maybe not every single time. I went a little too far. You might not win every single time, but you're going to outwork other people, right? and you're going to compound, and you're going to have more value, more knowledge, everything else, and you're going to have way more time than them because you've put in the hours and the effort and the work. Same with jiu-jitsu, for example. Someone puts their time in on the mat over and over and over again. They're going to get their belt. They're going to get their next belt. They're going to win the tournaments. They're going to do all of that stuff, right? It's the same thing in business. If you put your time and effort and energy into focus into what you want to have happen, outsource it as quickly as possible, do all of that stuff, compound it over and 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 over again, what is going to happen is, look, pressure, 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 pressure. Diamonds are formed under pressure. It's very simple. It's not hard. So stop wasting your time. Stop wasting other people's time. Show up in life. If you say you're going to show up, 90% is showing up, right? Just arriving at the location and stuff like that. I've had many times where it's happened where I'm like, I don't want to go there. I don't want to do this. You go there, you show up, and things happen. They just magically happen, right? Wow, okay, I didn't know that was going to happen. So opportunities are there to be seized upon day in, day out, every single moment of the day. I was just talking to my business partner earlier on today. We were saying about, a wine business we're starting, and we were like, okay, what do we need to do? And we know exactly the formula, right? It's like any millionaire or billionaire or whatever, if they lose something overnight, they generally gain it back within like 2 to 3 months. Why? Because they have the formula, right? They have the formula that you don't have because they went through the pain that you didn't have to go through, or that you didn't go through, or weren't willing to go through. And then they went through that. They got the formula. They did all the hard work. They outsourced. They did this. They grew their wealth, right? And then afterwards, they had that formula, and that formula remains. They know how they did it once. They can do it again and replicate it and duplicate and do it over and over and over and over and over and over again, which is why they compound their wealth and grow massively. And then they put that money out to work for them through various assets like real estate or this or that or anything else. So last thing, stop wasting people's time. Stop wasting your time. Get cracking, right? Crack on with it. And this is part of why I've been so successful and am so successful in business up until this point. The reason being is because I had very, very good mentors. And one of my mentors was an ex-SAS member. And basically I was on a building site working with him. And the lessons that I learned from that man, just simple, like I was sweeping up and I left the dirt there. And he's like, mate, go fucking pick it up. Go fucking pick it up. Like simple, small little things that rubbed off on me. I worked with that man for a year and a half. That man impacted my life so much. I will be forever grateful for those lessons that I learned, right? So just simple things like that. He also said the 7 P's, mate, the 7 P's. Prior planning, preparation prevents piss poor performances, right? And if there's any soldiers watching this from the British Army, you'll probably know that saying, right? Prior planning, preparation prevents piss poor performances. And if you stick by that every single day, you're held accountable. Number one, prior, you're planning prior, preparation, right? Prior, planning, right? Planning, time management. Preparation, you're preparing beforehand. Prior planning preparation prevents, when you do prior planning preparation, that prevents piss poor performances. So, that's it, right? Again, stop wasting time, stop wasting other people's time. I hope this has been valuable and helpful to you. I've been doing a lot of videos lately, and I feel like it's just pouring out in relation to the knowledge and the value that I have, and, I guess the stuff that I've implemented in my life. And I feel that is my purpose, my destiny, whatever, right? It's like I'm supposed to share this stuff because I went through hard times like everyone has, right? And I figured out ways of doing stuff. And if I can give you some of that knowledge and that value, then I'm more than happy to do that. Plus, I love networking with people. So, yeah. Again, last time, and I've said it multiple times in this video, and the reason I'm doing that is for SEO purposes, also because YouTube algorithm reads what you say in the video, just so that you know that. Picks up what you say in the video. Then when you do correct search engine optimization on the video gets shown much better, right? We're masters at that at Monster Kong Marketing as well. So that's why I say things over and over again, like stop wasting people's time. Okay, you're going to see a link here or here or here in relation to Monster Kong Marketing. Also, you'll see a link below this video. Click it if you want to get in touch, if you want to connect. I'm all about networking. I'm open to networking with you. So don't forget to like, subscribe, share. Turn on the bell for notifications. See you in the next video. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Peace, love, and light. Take it easy. Chat soon.